TikTok, why are you crooked? They don't know. I don't know. They don't know. No one knows. TikTok's crooked. Okay. But anyway, I started a couple minutes early. Tonight's going to be an interesting shorter night. Where does it say that? Brody and Allie are headed back home to Washington State. Let me make that distinction. Washington State tomorrow. And so we've got to get up early and get them back to the airport and so on and so forth. So I am going to spend a little time with my children's. But we are going to do a little Reiki session. And then I'm going to give you a really quick little rundown of the overview of your week. For those of you guys that are really, really curious about how this week's going to go, just go look at my astrological forecast. I will have it uploaded to YouTube shortly. This is going to be such an amazing, powerful week this week. And don't let anyone tell you differently, okay? Don't let anyone tell you differently. But in the meantime, we're going to do about a 15, 20-minute Reiki session. And then I have some big announcements. But in the meantime, you can do these first few hand positions with me, or you simply can sit and just take a deep breath every time I say, take a deep breath. And before you guys ask, no, I did not cut my hair. It has been raining and gross here today, and it is up in a bun, or whatever this is, whatever that is. That's where I'm at. That's where I'm at. All right, ready? The answer is yes. All right. Breathe. Ground a little bit, because this week is gonna be awesome, insane with the full moon in Capricorn. You guys ready to get all your work ethic back? You ready to get back on your bullshit? The answer is yes. The answer is yes. Happy 7/7 portal, by the way. The blue Bodhi was in here. What? I must be super, super special, amazing. What? Oh my gosh. I can't sometimes. It's funny. Guys, please make sure that you're following me and all of your favorite creators on YouTube, on Instagram, all the things. All right. That ring keeps wanting to come off, so we're just going to take them off. I want to know what it is you're letting go of. This is the 7/7 portal. This is all about ancestors, about venerating ancestors, about utilizing the DNA amazing meta-human powers that you were born with. Did you know that? Did you know that? What can they help you with? You can put it right in the palm of my hand. You're not going to hurt me. You're not going to overwhelm me. I love that somebody just asked me if source spirit has a color. Every color. Every color. All at once. All at the same time. And colors that your vision can't even recognize. Everything. Breathe. If you focus on my hands this evening, what color do you see? What color do you see? Did that scare you? Those of you guys that were curious about what the free class will be, I will tell you in about 10 minutes. Somebody's talking about me. My nose is itching. Ooh, my nose is itching bad. All right. Thank you guys for all the gifts, for all the taps, for all the likes, for all the new followers, for all the new subscribers. I appreciate each and every one of you more than you know. In case you are new to watching, we do not talk about other creators in here, especially in a negative light. We don't talk politics in here. If you're just a creep, you will be removed. This is the place where we're kind of outside of time right now. We don't want to talk about any of that other bullshit. Just saying. Breathe. So on the 10th, which is Thursday, that is the full moon in Capricorn. I put out a video that's getting a little bit of traction. The full moon peaks in the middle of the afternoon for those of us here in the United States. Scientists have found that when they send energy through water, it is the most effective 3 hours before the full moon peaks. If y'all have not fallen down this rabbit hole, do it, and you're welcome in advance. But 3 hours before the full moon peaks on Thursday, I want you guys to set out just a glass of water, okay? Just a glass of water. And then when the full moon peaks, I want you to drink it, okay? I know some of you guys work and some of you guys may not be home and so on, but you can set it out and drink it when you get home. And then that evening, all I want you to do is focus on good. Just focus on peace. Focus on bringing everybody in the world a little bit of happiness, a little bit of calm. Because did you know that as a collective, we can all make a difference? Did you know that? So if we all were to focus on this full moon in Capricorn, on just happiness and peace and calm. Just saying. I'm curious. We're going to be watching the Schumann to see if we can change it. Breathe. Breathe. Let it charge for those 3 hours, yes. Those of you guys that are new to following me, those of you that have never seen me before here on TikTok, I am the Blue Bodhi. I am the OG when it comes to Reiki here on TikTok. I've been on here for over 5 years at this point. I am the one they make fun of with the bracelets. I don't care. Because if you're neurospicy, chances are you like the sound just as much as you like the music, the movements, and the energy work itself. And for those of you guys that are saying, well, this isn't Reiki, It sure is. I have been a Reiki Grandmaster or Master Teacher in 11 different forms. I hold 124 certifications just in Reiki alone. No, I lied. Not in Reiki alone. I hold 134 in all kinds of different healing modalities. There we go. Let me say the right words. I hold over 45 in Reiki alone. This is my own blend. This is my own blend. As you'll notice, I'm doing weird things with my hands, weird hand symbols, etc. These are called mudras. They're found in Buddhism. They're found in yoga. They're found in Hindu practices. These are all used to channel energy. So each one has a different meaning to it. So are you guys ready for a big announcement? A couple big announcements? I told you guys it was going to be a short Reiki session this evening. And then I'm going to very quickly kind of go through some stuff for the Zodiacs. I had stopped teaching in-person classes. And when I say in-person, this is on Zoom. You do not have to physically get out and go anywhere in people. You can sit on Zoom. I had stopped teaching because I had gotten just a little burnt out. However, I have realized that there is a need for them. So, starting this Saturday, the 12th, classes are back in session. You can register for them on my website. Not only is Beginner Mentorship 101 starting on Saturday, I had stopped teaching shamanism. I teach folk magic shamanism, and that's it. Those classes will also start back up on Saturday. And in case you needed a boot camp to learn all the shit, that starts on Thursday. You can sign up for all of these on my website. And for those of you guys that were a part of that 1,000,000 likes last Monday, and you were wondering what the free classes were, doggy hair, what the free class was going to be, those of you guys that are watching live here on TikTok and those of you guys that are watching live on YouTube, you will get to see both beginner classes on Saturday for free. Because I love you and I want to give you something that you will utilize, that will learn your brain some stuff. All right. I'm not going to pull cards for the Zodiacs because we're going to do this. I feel like y'all need the Reiki more than you need the Zodiacs. I know some of you guys are like, but we do need the Zodiacs. Well, we're going to start with Capricorn. And I'm just going to give you my prediction for the week for each one of you guys. And I'm going to give you the stones that will help you, okay? We're starting with Capricorn tonight because this full moon is in Capricorn. Capricorn and Cancer, this full moon is going to affect you the most because you are cardinal opposites. So not only is it Cancer season, but this full moon is in Capricorn. So it's going to affect you the most. If you have Cancer placements, if you have Capricorn placements, this is going to affect you. But it's not in a bad way. So Capricorns, all of those things that you've been putting on the back burner, all of the things that you've been putting off doing, oh baby, get ready. Because this full moon is all about pushing you back out into the world. This is all about showing you your personal power and not taking no for an answer anymore. Every single Capricorn is going to start being the workaholic that they were born to be. It's a very powerful week for you Capricorns. This is a great week to make decisions. This is a great week to set things in stone, because I know that you Capricorns like having shit set in stone. Y'all like having 50 plans. Make your plans, Capricorns. This is a week for planning. This is a week to make decisions. Golden Healer Quartz will be the best thing for you this week. Tourmalated Quartz is also going to be fantastic. You guys are the hawk this week. Aquarius. You're going to feel the pull of this moon as well. But you're also really going to feel Juno going into retrograde. Coming direct, excuse me. You're going to be really paying attention to all of the different aspects of yourself that you have been forgetting lately. There's going to be a big change, a big shift for Aquarius this week, especially because a lot of you guys have been in this interesting mode lately where you've been putting yourself so far last that you don't even show up on the stove. That's going to change. So if you have an Aquarius in your life this week, know that they 100% are going to be putting themselves as a priority, which is an uncomfortable place for the vast majority of you Aquariuses, but that is exactly what's happening. I was loving on my dog before I came up here, and now I've got little Zeusy hairs all over me. Serpentine and Amethyst are going to be your friends this week, Aquarius. And I know this is going to sound weird, but I want you to listen. You are the sloth this week. If you guys are like, why did you give me that animal? Look up spiritual meaning of sloth. Pisces. This full moon is going to affect you in an interesting way because you are a water sign. And it is Cancer season. It is water season right now. But unlike your normal little squishy selves, you guys are going to be a little hardcore with it. And just be careful, Pisces, that you don't come across as being an asshole this week when you didn't mean to. You're going to be setting hardcore boundaries. You're going to be paying a lot of attention. You're going to be paying a lot of attention to your words, to the universe around you. And did I mention boundaries? Boundaries, boundaries, boundaries. So if you have a Pisces in your life, just know that they are going to be a little hardcore. They're not meaning to be hateful. They're not meaning to be mean this week. But the full moon and the pull of it on Pisces is going to be a very, very interesting push for where you guys are supposed to be. It's a powerful Pisces week. Not a squishy Pisces week, a powerful Pisces week. Pisces, black tourmaline, and selenite are going to be your best friends this week. Selenite's going to clear out all the bullshit that's been holding on. You guys are the snake this week, Pisces. And I know some of you are like, what did you call me? Look up spiritual meaning of snake. Not any particular snake, just snake. Okay? Oh, Aries. Are we ready? Are we ready, Aries? Yeah, the answer is yes. The answer is yes. Aries, you're going to feel a little out of sorts this week because with everything going on in water and everything going on in earth, you're going to feel a little out of sorts. It's okay. I am going to actually tell you not to do a lot of grounding this week, Aries, and here's why. You need this out of sorts moment. You need the power of this full moon. You need to be looking at all of the different relationships that are going on in and around your life. You need to be unbalanced for just a little bit, Aries, because next week is going to be a powerful fucking week for you. So be a little unbalanced. Enjoy it. Enjoy it. This is not a good week for big decisions, Aries, okay? Stones for Aries. Lemon quartz. Lemon quartz and rose quartz. I know those sound a little odd for me to give you guys when I just said all of what I said, but you'll see why. Aries, you are the shark this week. You're like, wait, sharks aren't unhinged. Aren't they though? Aren't they though? All right, Gemini. Uranus went into Gemini this day, today, I almost said this week, today. Uranus went into Gemini, which means revolution, rebellion. Gemini, this full moon is affecting you, but this interesting placement of Uranus going into Gemini is affecting you even more. So for those of you Geminis out there, and those of you guys that have Geminis in your life, just know that the Geminis are all about acting rebellious this week. You're not about to sit still and just let things happen. You will probably be doing a lot of wordy words. You might hurt some people's feelings, and it is what it is. And it is what it is. I did forget Taurus. Oh, every one of my moderators that's a Taurus, which is like all of them, are shooting me dagger eyes. Stones for Gemini. Kambaba, Jasper, and Pyrite. Y'all are the Peacock this week, Gemini. Ready, Tauruses? I know every Taurus is shooting me all the dagger eyes right now. They're like, ah. All right, Taurus. This full moon, being an earth sign and being kind of directly between Cancer and Capricorn, this full moon is going to affect you in a different way. You are going to feel so grounded. You're going to feel so on your bullshit. It's going to be almost hard for you to slow down. There's going to be a lot of times this week, Taurus, that you aren't going to want to sleep because your brain won't shut up. And this isn't the normal Taurus stuff of what do I eat for lunch tomorrow. This is a hardcore call back to, I don't want to say reality because that's not right, back to a hyper-focused reality. So, Taurus, this is going to be a very powerful, powerful week for you. The other thing I want to do, I want to mention is this. Taurus, you are going to realize that there's a lot of things that you are fucking fed up with and you're not wanting to do it anymore. Make a list. This is not the week to cut that stuff off. Okay? Stones for Taurus. Red Jasper and Carnelian. You are the Raven this week. I had to really give that one some thought. You are the Raven this week, just always watching. All right, my little Cancer babies, you ready? This week is going to be an interesting week for you, Cancers. Here's why. This full moon is in the cardinal opposite sign of your zodiac. You being a cardinal sign want everything the way you want it, but you are always drawn to Capricorn because it is the opposing sign. This full moon is going to affect you in a very, very deep way. It's going to affect you in a motivational way, and you're going to have to really fight against this because there's going to be a pull to back off, to take a vacation, to be kind of lazy. And that pull is going to be very, very strong. You're going to start to see all your Capricorn friends, all of your earth sign friends, suddenly having this amazing, amazing pull when it comes to everything. This amazing motivation. And you're going to be a little bit jealous. So here's the way you combat that. No social media. Cancers, this is not going to be a good week social media wise for you because you're going to be a little bit hurt that you want to be lazy while all of your earth sign friends are going to be hitting it hard. This is a good time this week, Libra. Cancer, this is a good time this week for you to look at your home, at your space, at your family. This is a great time to spend time with them, and that will help you motivate. Okay? Stones for Cancer. Lapis, Lapis and rose quartz, because y'all tend to get your little crabby feelings hurt very easy, and you're going to need that rose quartz this week. Do not throw it at anyone, Cancer. Do not throw it at anyone. Cancer, you are the koala this week. Leo. Leo, you're going to feel a little out of sorts, but in a different way. Your out of sorts is really looking at family. It's looking at how you have personally been acting lately. Do you feel like you've been acting in a wrong way? Do you feel like you've been acting correctly? Have your words matched your actions? Unfortunately, some of you guys are going to laugh at this. You ready? The Leos are the adult in the room this week. The Leos are adulting this week. This is going to be a very thinky week for the Leos, okay? Y'all are going to be in your own head a lot. You're going to be taking a look at family, at school, at work, at all of the things, okay? But you're also full of profound knowledge this week, Leos, like you have never, ever been before. It's going to be a fantastic week. It's going to be a fantastic week for you, Leos. Stones for Leos. Turquoise, and then Walnut Jasper. Plus those two look gorgeous together. You are the owl this week, Leos. All right, Virgos, we ready? As the last earth sign that I'm talking about this evening, this full moon is not going to affect you as much as it is Capricorn and Taurus. But it is going to be a drive. It is going to be a push. It's going to be a nitro boost under your butt. So if you have a Virgo in your life, just know that they are going to be so much more focused this week. Virgos are already perfectionists, but that perfectionism is a little bit lessened this week, Virgos, if that makes sense. You're ready to get shit done and get it over with. As you're getting shit done and getting it over with this week, Virgos, you're going to feel so accomplished, and that's going to push your drive up even further. It's a powerful week for you, Virgos. A very powerful week. Stones for Virgos. Onyx, any color, and black tourmaline. I'm going to give you a very weird animal. You ready? The anglerfish. You are the anglerfish this week. Wait till you look that up. Libras. Ready? Because of the cardinal sign aspect, you're going to feel this full moon. But instead of wanting to people please, you are going to be ready to cut people off. Libras are going to be setting boundaries. They're going to be paying attention to what they're saying very carefully. You're also going to be overthinking everything that everybody has been saying to you lately. Pay attention to the things that keep running through your head, Libras. The things that you're overthinking are the things that you need to take a look at and change, or where boundaries need to be set with somebody. It's not going to be a bad week. It's going to be a very powerful week. You might not feel like it in a moment, but I promise it will be. Stones for Libras. Selenite and Garnet. You are the sheep this week. I know some of you are like, what'd you call me? Just look up the spiritual meaning. Scorpios. Being a water sign, this full moon is going to affect you. But it's going to affect you in a way that you're not going to really like. Your emotions are going to be very, very heightened this week. You're going to feel the need to lash out. You're going to feel the need to overboard with some entertainment, etc. Be careful what comes out of your face, Scorpios, because you are drawn to lash out a little bit this week. You are going to be not only setting boundaries, but going too far with them. So just be careful, okay? Just be careful. But you're going to find out who is really on your side and who isn't. You've been wanting to know about that certain friend, about that relationship, about that coworker. Just saying. Stones for Scorpios. Blue lace agate, tiger's eye. Y'all are the raccoon. Ready, Sagittarius? Sagittarius, you are kind of the winner of the zodiac this week. You're going to really skate through relatively unscathed. Not only are you skating through relatively unfazed, but similar to the Leos, you are kind of the adult in the room without all of the overthinky things. Sagittarius, this is going to be a great week for you. This is a great week to make decisions. This is a great week to help other people, to help friends, etc. This is going to definitely be a week where you really do skate through. You really do skate through. So use this in a good way, Sagittarius. There are going to be a lot of people that are going to feel this full moon in a very, very heavy way, and they're going to be upset. They're going to be angry. They're going to be sad. They're whatever. So check on your friends. Check on your friends, Sagittarius. You are the adult. You are the mother hen this week. Check on your friends. Okay? Check on your friends. So, stones for Sagittarius. All of them. Whatever you feel you need this week, Sagittarius. Because you are the adult in the room, because you are the one checking on all of the friends, you might feel one day you need something for grief and one day you need something for protection. It might change moment to moment. So anything that you feel you might need this week, Sagittarius. You are the horse this week, Sagittarius. You are the horse this week. I am going to start turning this down a little bit. Before you guys skedaddle and before I skedaddle out of here, look at that. Reiki and Zodiacs in 30 minutes. I'm going to go spend some time with my son and my daughter-in-law and soon-to-be new baby before they have to head out to Washington tomorrow. But before I go, A, don't forget to sign up for classes. And B, don't forget that you're a fantastic thing. You're a fantastical beast, my friend. This week is going to be fantastic. Yes, there are big things happening astrologically, but there are always a lot of big things happening astrologically. This is going to be a great week. You're going to make it a great week. You're going to take all of these things and harness that power, and you're going to enjoy every single moment of it. Relish in this week. Enjoy every single moment. Don't let things get to you, okay? Take a break from social media. Take a break from the news. Take a break from all that bullshit. And just breathe and enjoy everything about life, okay? Can you do that for me? I think you can. I think you can. I will see you tomorrow.